Today's video is about Helsinki Lolita Convention or Hellocon, and I'm gonna start by saying that I will be giving away this Baby the Stars Shine Bright makeup bag thing, pencil case that you want to use it for, and if you want it, just leave a comment down below saying that you want it, and I'll give it a week, and if there's more than one, then I will randomly choose a winner and comment on their comment to tell if you win, then you should send me a private message with your address and I shall ship it to you. It has the baby logo and it's surprisingly spacious. One side has a pocket full of pockets and the middle has a pocket full of pockets. I only took it out of the plastic to show you. I will put it back in and ship it to you. And like I said, you have a week, and if the video is now more than a week old, then I'm sorry, but the giveaway has ended, and that's the end of that. And before I start by showing what I bought there and what I got there, I will put a timestamp somewhere in the video so that you can skip there, but first I want to rant, because my goodness, I have a rant for you. So this event takes place, Saturday was the convention and Sunday was the tea party, and I went to both. And it just so happened that on Thursday I managed to pull my back so that the whole right side of my back hurt like a bitch, and it was awful. I was intaking a lot of painkillers, and in Friday evening I was like, I can't go, I just can't go, I can't stand up. But then I thought that I've paid all this money to go, I have all the travel tickets ready because that's how I roll. And even if I just stayed at home and lied on the bed, it would still hurt. So I thought that I would just man it up and go. So Saturday arrives. Now my bus, for those who don't know, I live in a very small, it's like a village close to a proper town, and my bus would start from Turku and then go a bit way, then pick me up and then go the rest of the way to Helsinki. And I had to get up at 6, which is not early for most of you, but it is early to me, especially when I've had to take way more sleeping pills than I usually do, and I'm on a lot of painkillers, so I am not happy that morning. I stand on the ramp at 8 in the morning, very not happy to be there, waiting for my bus. It's supposed to come 15 minutes over 8, and I'm just standing there. And it's, like I said, the bus goes on a highway and it has to come up a ramp to pick me up and then go back a ramp and then continue on the highway. And it's like 20 minutes over 8 and I'm thinking, the bus is late. And just when I look up, I can see my bus on the highway, not getting on the ramp, not coming to pick me up, but go straight past me. And I'm just staring like, what just happened? I have gone on that bus before and it has come to pick me up, and it's the kind of bus that you have to buy your tickets before, so they know that there are in fact 4 people on this stop wanting to be on that bus. And it just goes right by and I'm like, what do I do? So I tried to call their customer service, and a really polite lady in the phone says that customer service opens at 10 AM. And it is now 9:30, so they don't help me. And at this point I'm sending messages in our Lolita group in WhatsApp. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? And in the end I called my partner and was like, hey, are you still home? Wanna drive me to Helsinki? And bless his sweet soul, he did. And I was just at the point when I had driven back to our home. The bus stop is very close to our home. It's a walking distance actually, like 500 meters-ish. But I had taken the car because, like I said, I'm not a morning person. So I drive back to our house and he gets down and then we drive and we have to fill the gas. And I'm standing there putting money or my card into the gas machine and I'm like, do I just stay at home? Do I just stay at home? But no, I decided that let's go. And it was an adventure because none of our phones have a proper navigation system, so it was fun, and neither of us know anything about the center of Helsinki and how to drive there. We were lost. But in the end I managed to be there a bit on time, so I had to stand there in the rain. Well, there was a roof there, but basically in the rain, waiting them to start and to let people in. And my partner just drove home because there's no way in hell you can find a place to park your car in the center of Helsinki, which is why I didn't drive there myself. But in the end, I'm just gonna say now before I forget that the bus company did reimburse me the full tank of gas that it took to drive to Helsinki and back, and for the ticket that I did not use. So that's all happy and done. I sent them a very polite yet angry email explaining my situation, and they were like, yeah, we can see from the bus GPS that they didn't stop and we're really sorry, here's your money back. And I will gladly use them again. But I was at the convention, pissed off. I needed way more sleep than I had gotten and I was in painkillers, so it was fun times. But I did get in, I did spend money, and I did meet a lot of old and new friends, and thank you for all of you who said hi, it was wonderful. And if I seemed a bit weird, that was because I was heavily medicated. But I did manage to enjoy my stay and I had a lot of fun. I made some good purchases. There are a couple of things that I now regret that I didn't buy, but I was very hesitant with my money, and I will get to those in a bit. But it was, like I said, a lot of fun, and the tea party was also, it was magnificent. I'm glad I went there. The ticket cost 60 euros for the tea party alone, but it was a lot of fun. I got to see the most amazing dresses and the food was delicious, and there were two beautiful dance performances that I sadly couldn't film because we sat at the back because I had to leave the minute that it ended, so we took seats at the very closest to the exit so that if the event would run long then we could kind of like run, and I would get my coat and run. So we were at the very back, and I did manage to kind of see the dancers, but there was no way I could film them, but they were amazing. And this is probably the last tea party that I will attend, because even though I don't regret for a moment going and buying the tickets, I'm so socially awkward that I don't go and talk to people. I talk to people at our table. I had two local Lolitas there, and then we talked to a couple who were new to us. But I didn't like mingle like you're supposed to because I'm weird that way. So I can't justify myself to spend that much money for delicious food and beautiful dresses and meeting a couple people. So this will probably be the last one if the price stays over 50 euros. If it's 50 or under, then I can go. If it's close, because again, there's the travel tickets and so on. But I had a ton of fun, even though the circumstances were what they were. And I'm so glad that I went, and I will be so sad if there won't be one next year, because after last year's Hellocon, the organizers said that there won't be another one, but then in the end they decided to make this year's Hellocon. But even at the event they said that this will be the last one, let's make it memorable, and I do not blame them for one moment, because it is a metric crap ton of work to organize something this big. So I don't blame them for one bit. I will not be organizing it next year because I just won't, but I hope that there will be some kind of Lolita event next year. Even though if it won't have the same name, if it's arranged by different people, if it has a different concept, I hope that there will be some kind of Lolita event because they are absolutely beautiful and I would love to go. And then on to my purchases. I'm gonna start with the little things so that I don't forget. And the first two things I'm going to show you I didn't even buy at the Hellocon. We bought these at a store in Helsinki called Ninja. We have one in Turku as well. Because we were waiting for the tea party to start and we had a bit of time, so I bought this really adorable pearl ring, which I will show close-ups of in a minute. I will show close-ups of everything. And I also bought these cutest little cat face earrings because they're cats. And I immediately put them on, so that was fun. At the event itself, I bought this gorgeous dragon eye pendant and I absolutely love it. It reminds me of the Eye of Sauron and I will show close-ups and you'll understand. It was 20 euros. There was another one, a bigger one with a blue eye that was also gorgeous, but that was 35 euros and I couldn't justify to myself to buy them both, so I had to go with Eye of Sauron. And at the convention I bought the early ticket, which meant that I got in an hour early. There was quite a few of us, I'd say about 30, 40, 50-ish of people who got the early ticket, and we had an hour to buy things before the event started for those who bought the later ticket. And we also got a Hellocon goodie bag, and it is not a bag but adorable piece, and it has a detachable flower thing, but it's pink so I'll never use it, but it is a detachable thing. And inside is Hellocon things. We have, I'll show close-ups again, but a pink pen that says "It's tea time, bitches," and I think that's absolutely adorable. It has a notebook, just a clear notebook, and a pin that I just dropped, as well as stickers and a postcard. So this was the goodie bag for the early comers. And then I bought blue wrist cuffs from Lolita Collective. They have things from all kinds of different brands. These are absolutely beautiful and they were 25 euros, and there were different colors, but I went with the blue one because the blue is absolutely gorgeous. And I like how it has a navy blue and a royal blue, because I have a lot of blue things that are different hues or shades of blue, so this will match with a lot of them. And I almost bought a red pair, and then I remembered that I have red wrist cuffs because I made them. I even have a tutorial for them. Granted, they are simpler than these because I wanted to make a really simple one, and I'm planning on making black ones that are really ornate, and I've been planning for it for about a year, but I still haven't done it. But I will someday, so I didn't buy black ones. But I got the blue ones because they are adorable. The adorable wrist cuffs, Eye of Sauron, I really love it. The cat earrings and ring I bought. It's tea time, bitches. And the stickers, a plain notebook and card, and a beautiful pin that was in the early goodie bag. And here is the menu I took from the tea party. I got this dress. You might know, I can't remember anymore if I've spoken about it in a video or written about it in my blog or somewhere in the comments, but I have been eyeing this dress for quite a while, and it's been on sale for 60 euros on their site, but with shipping and handling and tax and the customs fee it would have been over 100 euros, and I've been like, I have to save my money for Hellocon, I can't buy anything online. And fun fact, I haven't bought anything Lolita related since Christmas. So, and I saw this for sale there at Hellocon for 60 euros, so I was immediately like, that's mine. Sadly, this is a size 36, and the next size they had was 40. And I was like, is the 36 too small for me? So I asked the lovely lady there if she had the centimeters, and it said 92 was the max for the bust, and that is my centimeters depending on my bra and so on. So I was like, is it too small or not? And it has shirring in the back, and I thought that if it is too snug I can take the elastics off. So but because the size 40 was way too big for me, the size 38 I thought would have been perfect. But this fits really well, it's comfortable, it still has some stretch to go. So this was the perfect size, and it was only 60 euros for a dress. And I absolutely love the print, and I really love the burgundy details, and I have a lot of things that I can match this with, but it is boiling hot today, so I'm very simple today. And I absolutely love this dress to death, and I'm really happy that I bought it. The shoulder straps have the rune prints, here you can see the burgundy, and a detachable waist tie which actually has some snips or snaps, whatever you call those, instead of loops, which is nice. And here is the print. It is gorgeous and ever so wrinkly. I really love the print and the colors. I really love this. There is shirring at the back, and again the waist tie, and proof why I don't do bows. And it is fully lined. It has buttons that you can move to adjust the straps. And the tag, One Day in Paradise, Lolita Fashion Australia, and sizes. And like I said, it was on sale. Woohoo! And I had a bit over 300 euros to spend there because I had more saved. But then, for those who don't know, we moved from Turku to Paimio, and we had to pay rent for both places for a month. So all my savings and a bit more was spent on the move, because it's way more important to live where you will be happy than to buy dresses. So I did manage to scrape up some money, and I didn't spend all of it at the Hellocon because there were many things that I would love to have in my wardrobe, but I was being really cheap with my money because I have a long list of things that I need to buy. For example, I have a black underskirt, but I need to buy a brown one, an ivory one, a blue one, and a white one, and possibly a red one, and maybe a new petticoat, and some shoes, and well, maybe not shoes, I just want shoes, I don't need them, but I need a couple bags because I have often needed a certain type of bag for a coronet, and I haven't had it, and I have needed certain types of bags so many times that I think, okay, I need to buy those kind of bags now. So I didn't spend all my money, and I congratulated myself, And then when I got home, I saw a comment on my video where somebody linked a really cool dress of a brand that I had never heard before, and it was really pretty. And I was looking at the dresses they have there. I was looking for a certain color and a cut, and I found it, and it was the last dress with my size, so I kind of panicked and I bought it. So I don't have any money anymore, so I'm not buying underskirts. But I will make an unboxing of the dress once it comes. I hope it comes. And that is not a smart way to spend money, but that's how I did it. And after the convention, I also went and bought some makeup, including this glorious lipstick. Liquid lipstick. First liquid lipstick I have ever owned, and I love it, even though it's weird to put it on, but it's adorable. And I bought 2 board games. Well, one is a card game and one is a board game, so I am irresponsible when it comes to money. But at the tea party, which was sponsored by Baby the Star Shine Bright, everyone got this bag, which I will be giving away, like I said in the beginning of the video. And the reason I am giving it away is because I don't need any pencil cases, because I don't go to school anymore, so I don't have a lot of pens, and all my art pens are in a different place, and they have those little metallic boxes that they come with, so those are good. And I am paranoid of using white bags with makeup, because I'm afraid they will stain, even though it wouldn't matter because it's only gonna ever have makeup in it, and it's pink. And it's really beautiful and cute, but because I don't really have a use for it, I thought that I could give it to someone who would appreciate it more. So that's what's going to happen to this little thing. And at the event of the tea party, there was bingo, and there were, I was expecting there to be maybe 3 to 5 prizes for the bingo, but there were like over 10, maybe 15 prizes, maybe even 20. I lost count, and I am not a smart man. Well, I'm not a man, I'm a girl. But I had, for both days, both the convention and the tea party, I had 2 batteries and 3 memory cards. On convention day, I ran out of both memory and battery, and at the tea party, I still had memory left, but my battery was running low, so I thought, I'm gonna switch the battery. And I looked in my bag, and I found the memory cards, but no battery. So I didn't get to film all of it that I wanted to, but I did manage to get a quite nice video together. But I didn't film all of the bingo, which is why I don't remember how many prizes they gave out. And I got one. So I'm going to throw the bag away because it makes an infuriating crinkling sound. So I'm just gonna take things out of it so I don't have to hold it anymore. And the prizes that I saw were, well, I'm gonna first say what I got. I got a tiny little, well, it's not a tiny, it's quite a big ring. It's a strawberry ring from Baby the Star Shine Bright, and the price for it apparently is 35 euros or 4,200 yen. So I got this little thing and I absolutely love it. I can wear it because I have a lot of red, and I have a black skirt. I'm putting up my closet. I have a black skirt with red roses with green leaves, and I think that this would look pretty good with it. And it also had 4 postcards in my bag. Here is what was in my bingo bag. And here is the ring. It's quite big, but I actually like it. I think it's adorable. And the other prizes that I saw that people got from the bingo was a stationery set, like in a pretty box, and it had, I think, a lead pencil and a mechanical, like ink pen. And I saw a notebook and a hand towel thingy. And aside from Baby and Alice and the Pirates bags, there were also some of the indie brands that were at the convention on Saturday. Some of them had given out prizes also, but I didn't get to see what was in those because the winnings went all around the room. And Baby and Alice and the Pirates also gave a whole coordinate for 2 people. She went around and picked an outfit from Baby and an outfit from Alice and the Pirates and gave them full coordinates, and it was awesome. You can see my video, they were beautiful. And there was this thing where you were supposed to write your name and draw a picture of yourself. And I can't draw people. When I used to draw years ago, it was always things. Like I could take a clip this big and make it like this big in pencil. I absolutely hated drawing people, and I haven't drawn in 4 or 5 years because when I started sewing and time is limited, I gave up drawing. But anyway, then you were supposed to hand the papers around and mingle and write good things in people's cards. And I got a lot of nice comments, and a lot of you came up to me and spoke to me, and it was really cool. Thank you, and now I have this thing to remember and treasure. And because I'm that weird kid, I always, of every convention, including the anime conventions that I go to, I always develop some photos, and I keep entry tickets and such, and put them in this big photo album, and I dropped that one. And I'm going to be doing that from this year, and that will go there, and it was a lot of fun. And I know this video is way too long already, and I said I had fun about 40 times already, but I'm really happy that I got to go there, and I really hope that there will be some kind of Lolita event next year. And that's about it for this video. I will hopefully get back to every video for every Wednesday, and I have tutorials coming up that I have started filming. I just need to do the intros for them, and I will see you again next Wednesday. Bye!